we're clearly in a period where data has become extremely important everywhere, and like it is like billions of dollars of revenue for companies every year, and people were never that concerned, or for the most part, right? Like a few people like Voice are extremely concerned with their footprint, but
Yeah.
the most people, they don't realize that they're spreading data everywhere and the dangers of that. But things like KYC and all the centralized data that we see today are actually a major risk. Like besides
Huge.
helping refine apps, it also helps refine processes by criminals, right? And if they get access
Exactly.
to a ton of data about you, and I mean, there is this KYC issue, but there is also if you talk too much on social media, expose your money, talk about your Bitcoin, talk
Yeah.
to a friend who is now talking about your story to someone you don't know,
Oh,
and then adding more
exactly.
details, and now you become a target. So obviously, we've seen in the last few weeks, actually, several kidnapping attempts in France, which was pretty crazy. But they're not the first, right? Like there is a list I can remember where on the internet where you see all the attacks of related to crypto, and it's just crazy, right? So
It is
having
crazy.
having for a company like Coinbase, which obviously has information about people who are supposed to hold a lot of Bitcoin, right? Like it is actually extremely dangerous for a company like that to be holding onto such critical data. And in reality, they could actually have contracted a third party for that. Like a lot of companies do that actually. They never
Yeah.
have the KYC data in house, they just get a yes or no from that third party company, but that doesn't actually solve the issue, right? Because now that third party
Third
company is
party
the target.
company, exactly.
The real issue is centralizing those data, collecting those data. While there is no major benefit, there it is a huge risk for people.
So I used to when I used to do people used to sign up and I used to do wow, that's been a long time since I've done that. You guys remember when I used to do those free tutorials for KuCoin and Bitrue and
Yep.
wow, there was going Blue Trade, Altilli. I mean, we're going back to some exchanges that aren't even here anymore, but I used to do all these videos, walkthroughs and concierge teaching people how to use it. And they would always ask me about KYC. They always ask about KYC. And I would always state that I followed this rule. If you can't go walk up to the front door and knock on it, then you don't want to put in your driver's license. You don't want to put in, your information. So certain exchanges like the one in this update, Coinbase has KYC, has my KYC information. Um, it doesn't make it foolproof, but the fact is that I'm in a country where I am a citizen of that country. What benefit do I have as being a citizen of that country and that company being in the same country? Can I do something legally if they mess with my data? And the answer is yes. If it's outside of the country, it's under other umbrella of laws that probably don't include you as a user. You're an external account. Even if you KYC, what are your legal recourses? If you do attempt something, you have issues where you're going to have to get attorneys in a foreign country, all sorts of things. All of this, no matter what, KYC stinks. All of it stinks.